In this video, we are going to talk about Wayne Dyer's top 10 principles for manifesting with your mind. So, before starting the video, please like this video. Do subscribe Motivational Minds and turn on the notification to our channel for future updates. Wayne Walter Dyer was an American author of self-help and spiritual books, as well as a motivational speaker. He died in 2003. In addition, his debut book, Your Erroneous Zones, has become one of the best-selling books of all time, having sold an estimated 100 million copies worldwide to date. Here are his 10 principles for manifesting with mind. 10. Have a mind that is open to everything and attached to nothing. An open mind permits you to discover, invent, and develop new ideas. True peace will be found in all of your relationships if you can love someone enough to allow them to be precisely who they chose to be without placing any expectations or attachments on their part. And that whatever anybody else out there has to say, my response to that is that's an interesting point of view. I've never considered that before. Isn't that a beautiful response to challenges? 9. You can't give away what you don't have. Consider the people you know who, in the face of bad energy hurled at them, respond with kindness and compassion. If you offer from a place of self-respect and self-love, the universe will reciprocate the love and respect you've been radiating for your entire life. It's really not that difficult. He said, I really believe very strongly that there's a law, sort of a law in the universe. I call it the law of attraction, and the law of attraction is one that works like this. You get back from the universe, from the world, what it is that you put out there in the world. And if you're putting out there into the world that I am not worthy of attracting something beautiful into my life, that the universe will respond back to you with exactly that message. 8. There are no justified resentments. Be willing to respond to whatever comes your way with higher, faster energies of love, peace, joy, forgiveness, and kindness as your reaction, giving forgiveness without hesitation. You must send blame out of your life for any conditions of your life. Blame has to go out right now. 7. Don't die with your music still in you. Learn to identify your passion and follow it, even if it means going against the grain of what everyone else or society expects you to do. What does he mean by not dying with the music still in you? It's about listening to your inner voice, which calls you to get on with your life purpose, but that many of us are afraid to listen to it because logic and fear says, how am I going to make money of painting, playing music, etc.? He quotes Concord, some of us hear a different drummer, and we must march to the music that we hear. All of you have some music playing inside of you, and all of you have a heroic mission. 6. Learn to embrace silence. With practice, you'll become more conscious of the temporary silence that occurs between your ideas and the space between them. You'll find the calm that you've been searching for in your daily life in this quiet place. The transcendentalists Thoreau and Emerson, they believed that nature was our source, and that we were all products of nature, and if you can get back to your source, if you can get back to that feeling of being with spirit, that's where healing can take place. I've had wonderful stories of people who told me that it was when I began to embrace that silence that I began to feel more connected to my source. So, the lesson here is to embrace silence because it's a way to come to know God. 5. Give up your personal history. Your past is no longer relevant. The type of energy that you emit when you are at peace is different from the type of energy that you emit when you are anxious or depressed. Your meditation practice is continuing to build immunity. The greater your ability to reach calmness through meditation, the greater the impact your serene condition has on those around you. Dyer quotes Alan Watts, and Alan talked about the wake is not what drives the boat, the wake is just a trail that is left behind, that's all it is. So is the wake of your life, and the wake doesn't make the boat go, and neither does the wake of your life. The reason why your life is going in the direction that it is, the wake is a trail that is left behind, and it's an illusion to believe that it is the cause of your suffering, or your struggles, or your difficulty. Give it up, let it go, embrace it, understand it, get help doing that if you must, and then move into. 4. You can't solve a problem with the same mind that created it. You must adopt a different mindset in order to resolve relationship issues. You must challenge the negative thoughts and replace them with positive ones that are as true as or truer. You must change your mind. Literally rewrite your agreement with reality. One of the things I had said earlier is that one of the most difficult things to do in the world is to admit that you were wrong. Admitting that you were wrong is nothing more than saying, I have been making choices with my mind that have created things in my life that are not working, and I no longer intend to continue making those choices. 3. Treat yourself as if you already were what you'd like to become. You will discover that you are a greater person than you ever imagined yourself to be as a result of becoming inspired and acting as if what you want is already here. Dormant forces that were dead or non-existent will spring to life and collaborate with you as a result of your becoming inspired and acting as if what you want is already here. Dyer said, "I said the prom dress is just beyond the budget. I've got a certain amount of money that I'm willing to put for it," and she said, "but I've already seen myself wearing it. I've already tried it on. I have a picture of myself in the dress in my living room, and I've already showed it to the guy who was taking me to the prom. I mean, it was this whole thing about, and she already saw herself in it." I said, "Well, if you see yourself in it, then you're going to have to also see yourself as earn the money for it." And she did. 2. Treasure your divinity. There is no area on the planet where God is not present. It is the divine intellect that sustains everything and everyone on this planet that provides you with your energy. Because it's His own in every work of genius, we recognize our own rejected thoughts. They come back to us with a certain alienated majesty. We often reject our thoughts, and we see the things that we think of as grand and as genius, and we reject them because they're our own. Treasuring our divinity instead of being terrified of it, knowing that I am always connected to my source. 1. Wisdom is avoiding all thoughts which weaken you. Authentic wisdom is the ability to observe yourself at all times in order to determine your relative level of weakness or strength, as well as the ability to shift out of those thoughts that make you feel weak or vulnerable. So, that's it for today's video. What are your thoughts on our video? Please let us know in comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification to our channel before you go. Thank you so much for watching.